some celebs pull up loco. You know we are mess, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. Can't touch down.
Bam, big up yourself, man. Big up the whole Metric community. I don't know what was going on there. Big up yourself. Man said he don't know he's live. I know I'm live. I'm here. I hope you lot are good, man. Big up all of you lot. Smash the likes on your way in. Subscribe if you're new. You know we're always here. We're on a bit later today, but you know I had to come on regardless. And I will be doing my 10-minute video at the end of the day like we do every single day. So you can't miss a thing. But let's get into it, man. Obviously, there's a bit of news about the press has come out. Carrick spoke, said a few things. There's still a bit of transfer news going on for the summer, etc. And then look, Slot Out is even trending. Look at that. Slot Out, safe. Get this geezer out of here. So the Liverpool fans are not happy with him. But cool, man. Let's get into some of the news then. So boom now. Bro, obviously there was all these talks about Mbeumo. Where is it? We're gonna get into it in a sec. But Mbeumo, he was limping the other day. When he was limping, there you go. That's the video there. A lot of people was stressed about it. Thought this guy might be injured. Look at him limping up himself. But you know, like you just might have got like a sore one. You might have been a little bit bruised after a game or something. It might have been something light. But that's Mbeumo after the game the other day limping. Scared a lot of people, man. Everyone thought he was injured. People were saying, "Yo, he's gonna miss the games. He's out of here." Remember, we're doing quite well now, keeping up with the injuries. Remember that, guys, because we was at a place where we had loads of injuries. We had the AFCON boys, Ahmad and Mbeumo both out. We had Bruno injured. We had, was it Maguire was injured at the same time. Casemiro had to miss the Villa game as well because he was on the yellow card. Bro, we had it rough at one time. So we don't want to go back to that place. Obviously, we know the boy Delit's injured and Mason Mount. And obviously, Carrick gave us a little update on what's going on with them. And we're going to get into all of that. Don't watch nothing. But yeah, man, Mbeumo's meant to be fine. And I'm going to show you lot in a second. Obviously, because of this video, it came out and we thought, yeah, he might be peak. But seems like he's good, man. He's going to make the team. We'll probably go with the same team, you know. I don't know if he switches it up because of Sesko. Does he put Sesko back in there or not? I don't know. I can't see it happening. I think he just goes with the same team. You don't change nothing that ain't broken. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no point fixing something that isn't broken. So let's see. So from that, obviously, we've got Sully came out and broke the news and said Mbeumo is in the squad for tomorrow's game against West Ham, despite being seen limping against the win. So he said this yesterday. Just gave us a little update. Yo, my man's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, boom, obviously today, this video's come out less than about an hour ago. And as you can obviously see, 30 minutes ago. And it's basically got all the guys in there. Dallo, you can see them in there. Lamont, and there's Mbeumo there. So he's with the squad, man. He's traveling, man. It's normal days. You know what I mean? The guys are here. Ahmad, they're in there. Cunha's. So the guys are there, man. The boy's fit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, yeah, so he's good, man. He's good. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting there thinking, are we going to have any injuries? Look, and there's all of them coming out one by one. Xerxes, Binder, a few of them. They're not even signing up. They're not even signing anything. They want their thing signed. They're not even signing it. They're on straight business mode. Yeah, we're going. Look, they're just squadding and keeping it moving. They're not even trying to sign nothing. They're obviously at the station, Stockport. They're going to take the train to London today. They stay there overnight, and then they go for the game tomorrow. That's how it works. So there's no problems whatsoever. So big up the guys, man. So obviously Mbeumo's good, man, as you can see, man. Yeah, we'll get into the rest of the news. I just wanted to get that one out the way because a lot of people were worried. Oh, is he injured? Blah, blah, blah. Nobody knew, etc. We go to the boy. Look at this. This obviously broke yesterday. And then obviously there's been a lot of talk about it since. The boy Tonali. Sandro Tonali is on Man United's shortlist ahead of their midfield rebuild in the summer. Newcastle United midfielder among those United are looking at. Obviously, you know we want midfielders. There's talks of us wanting 2 or even 3 midfielders. So nobody knows how much we're going to end up going for. But one thing that is solidified is we're trying to do this Premier League proven thing. With someone like Tonali available, you let me know. Would you go for him straight away? Because a lot of people that I talk to really, really rate Tonali. I don't really rate him the most, not for that position where Casemiro plays. I reckon he's more better in Kobe's position. As an 8, he runs up and down. But as a 6, I don't think that's his position. I don't know. I don't think I've even seen him play there for Newcastle. In that Bruno Guimaraes that plays there. So I don't know, man. But like I said, Tonali, he is a baller. But I just don't. People are saying he's going to be Casemiro's replacement. Oh, he is the 6 there. I didn't even know that. I thought he played in this position. So he is the 6 then. And Guimaraes is more or less the 8. So they play with like a 4. They play as a 4-3-3. Okay, I didn't even know that. I thought my man was like an 8 and Guimaraes was the DM. So he is actually the DM. Tonali's a baller, but they're gonna overprice us. We're Man United, they hate us. Who's that team we call United? They got this rivalry with us that we don't even care about. You don't get relegated every other year. We've never had a rivalry with you, but they've got mad beef of us. So that's the thing with Tonali, man. Look, he's rated. He's really rated at it. Even if you click onto him and you go on his thing, he's due to have a few greens. There you go. Because he does play well. He's not a man that's going to contribute to assists and goals. That's not really in his game. He's got a 1 assist. I'm sure he scored a 1-2 goal there and there, but he's not really the guy that's you're going to get him and he's like a Declan Rice. He might get a few goals and bangers outside the box. That's not his game. He's got beer energy and he's going to give you a lot of physicality, pace, athletic. You know what I'm saying? All of that in the midfield. So you have him in there. It definitely upgrades our midfield from what we got going on now to put Tonali in there. Tonali, go get another DM as well. Go get another like centre mid. If we go and get Anderson. If we get Champions League, it changes everything. That's why I pull it in the thumbnail, bro. Champions League changes everything. Because you can go and get whoever you want. If you don't get Champions League, you're kind of picking the draw. Oh, can we get him? Is he going to come? Is he looking at me? Like, you're looking at second and thirds. You don't want to be going for second and thirds, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You want to be going for your main targets. And I think Anderson is our main target. I think that's evident for everyone. Everybody's seen all the reports. Fabrizio Romano, Ornstein, Laurie Whitwells, they've all came out and said Anderson's the main target. So Anderson could be there. Tonali might be there as well. We might go for 2. It's been said that we might go for 2 as in Baleba, Whartons, etc. I've been watching Baleba. I've not been happy with him. Even yesterday, I watched him. Didn't look nothing mad. I see him come back from AFCON. He looked okay in that one game. I think it was against, was it Bournemouth or something like that? But Tonali, to be honest, I don't really watch him a lot. I only ever watch him when he's like, they're winning the last minute and he'll go on his little burst of pace. But when I have watched him, when we played him, he's always been sentiment to what they're doing. He's always been with it. And him, Joe Linton and Guimaraes, they just move sick together. Obviously, this year they've been dead as in total. Their whole team has been dead. The attack, the midfield, everything, it's been disjointed anyway. And as you can see, this is their most recent fixtures as well. Look, they've got no W's whatsoever in their last 5. We're going for 5 in a row. They're literally no wins in 5. So their thing's a bit different. But that's Tonali, man. We look at his age. He's 25. He fits into the model. Obviously, Cunha and Mbeumo, they were like 25, 26. So he fits into the model. Bruh, they're talking about 80 to 100 million. I'm not sure about that. I don't think that even makes any sense. He's not worth 100 million. That's for sure. He's not giving us nothing but what he does in midfield. He's not giving us no goals with it. He's not assisting. What do you mean 100 million? Obviously, Anderson's a bit younger. I think Anderson's only 21. He's playing for the England team, etc. So he can raise his price a bit higher, and he's English. So you've got the English tax. Do you know what I'm saying? Premier League proven English. But Tonali, 80 million. What Anderson? What's Anderson then? 90? What? 85? 100? Like, what are we doing here? So Tonali shouldn't be that. But what you know is Tonali, obviously, the thing about Tonali is he can play and he's a baller. That's the one thing I'm going to say about him. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens with him, but we're definitely linked with him and it's coming out left, right, and centre now. So So McGrath, he broke the news. It's the same geezer that broke the news about Mbeumo. Look at this. He broke the news about Mbeumo 2025, May 4th. Do you know what I'm saying? He broke the news. So he's reliable, bro. People are going to sit here and say, oh, they're just talking. No, he's reliable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So big up the boy Tonali. We'll see what happens, man. But I see him having a little long chat with Pep. After they lost in the Carabao Cup, Pep had his arm around him. They had a long chat. And then they asked Pep about it in the news conference. They said, yo, how come you chatting to him? And he's like, what did he say? He said, what did he say? It's something about his mate's Italian or something. And every time he goes to Italy or something like that, I don't even know. His mate's Italian or something like that. A mutual friend that's Italian. So every time he goes to Italy, something. So Pep might be looking at him, but you got to remember, City are linked with Jimenez, they're linked with Anderson, and they're linked with Tonali. So it's gonna be a crazy thing going on where it's just all around. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But we'll see what happens, man. But Tonali is definitely up there. One to look out for. Man United are looking at him. And McGrath, who broke the news about Brian and Mbeumo, that was looking at him. Man United got interest, came out and said the same thing here. We've put him high on the list. Obviously, his agent has made that happen for him by coming out and saying what he's saying with the Ornstein bomber. Not even his agent, he's Ornstein. Ornstein made that happen because Ornstein came out and spoke about it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, boom, it is what it is. So that's come out. And then look at that. The boy, Rick Ralston, he's reliable for Man United news as well. So he's come out today, 158. So this is coming out from all over now. This is not no one person's talking about it. It's coming out from everyone. Man United, Arsenal, and Man City all are praying him if he comes available. But he got offered to Arsenal. So I don't think Arsenal's got the money. Remember, they got Marino in that midfield. They got Rice. They got Zubamendi. They got Eze. They got, who else plays that midfield? Odegaard. Unless they're going to sell one of them, it's not really going to make any sense, is it? No, Norgard as well. That's like 6 midfielders that I've just counted. That's off head. Like, there's probably more. So I don't know what's going on, man. So that's that. But Arsenal's involved as well. And Alex Crook, remember, Alex Crook, he rolls with Ben Jacobs hard these days. He rolls with Ben Jacobs heavy. So whatever he says is more or less Ben Jacobs news. And as you can see here, look at that. Alex Crooks came out and said this about it as well. He's gone, boom, Man United thing. Everyone's involved, man. Everyone's involved. Everyone's involved, bruv. This is what I'm saying. The top clubs are preying him. We have to get Champions League. If we don't get Champions League, forget about it. It's not happening. All these type of guys that we're looking at, these Andersons and that, bro, they'll just be dissing us. And then we're just going to have to settle for whatever we can. We've got to beg that they're a Man United fan. And then, do you know what I'm saying? Hope they're a Man United fan. Or choose us. But look, it's coming out left, right. So that's 3 different journalists now. Alex Crook, Stephen Ralston, and McGrath, who broke the news about Mbeumo, all talking about Tonali. So something is brewing with this Tonali thing. Obviously, we're going to see in it. It's nothing for now. It's going to be a summer thing. But it's good to see that the links are there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there you go. So that's Tonali there. And then look, Anel Candola went and he tapped in as well. You have to do his little tap in. Anel Candola. He don't know nothing, but he rolls with them. This is what I'm saying. My TalkSport colleague, Alex Crook. See, anyone that's just rolling with Ben Jacobs now can just say I'm a journalist. If you see me with Ben Jacobs 3 times, I can just start putting news out here now. That's what he's doing. And that's why he's saying my TalkSport colleague, he can't say him. He ain't got no news whatsoever. We all know that. He's trash when it comes to news. But he's dog. And then obviously look at that now. Rich Face certified as well for Man United. So that's 4 different journalists, not including Anil Candola, yeah, because he don't know a thing. 4 different journalists coming out and talking about this. The priority is to sign a Casemiro replacement with Premier League experience, still a preference. So we've got that Casemiro replacement. That's definitely going to be one. Ugarte leaving. We should be getting another one. And with Champions League, apparently we should be getting another one anyway because we need a bigger squad. Remember, Eriksen left and we never replaced him. Eriksen left. Was it last season? And we never replaced him. So there's space there as well. They said there's already a space in midfield. That's why we tried to buy Baleba in the beginning of this when it came to the end of the window, not the January one, the one before the summer one. We've already got a space for a midfielder, and then you got Casemiro leaving, so that's 2 already. And if you Ugarte go, that's 3. So we should be going out there and just going mad, bro. So Champions League changes everything. If we don't get Champions League, he's not even looking at us. That's the whole reason he wants to leave. That's the whole reason his agents come out, is because, yo, I want to go somewhere with more admission. With more aspirations. It's not working over here, bro. They're having a shit season. And on top of that, when you look at them, bro, where are they even in the league, bro? They're moving like us last year. They're 12th. Look at that. They're 12th. Yeah, they can win about 3 games and they'll be 5th, 6th, and they'll look a bit more better. But look at their run. Look at their run. And they lost to PSG. They drew PSG in this as well. So their last 5, there's no W's. This is just in the Prem. So they're looking at it and saying, bro, I'm not going to have nothing here. I'm not getting Champions League. That's not going to happen. No way. I don't want to be here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's the situation. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens with Tonali, man. So that's some of the Bombers on Tonali anyway. He's an option. We'll see what happens. But I'll show you about some other people as well, because I don't know about him. There's too much teams involved. And the fact that he offered himself to Arsenal is a bit, it's a bit crazy. Look at this, though. You got Newcastle fans. They still don't know where they're at, you know. Just because they got Champions League a few times, they attracted a few players, they're forgetting who they are. Look at them. Sandro Tonali will probably leave Newcastle this summer, granted, but I promise you that it won't be Manchester United, London or in Italy only for Miss Tonali. So he said London or thing. And then someone had to remind them, just how rattled would you be when Tonali and Anderson are wearing United shirts next season? You know, when someone had to remind them. You know what I'm saying? So this is how lost they are. Because they've got Champions League a few times. They always forget they're a small club. And this is what's happening with Eddie Howe. He's had to settle for his second, third, not even his second, his third and fourth choices. Elanga and them, man, he didn't want Elanga. He wanted Mbeumo. He wanted Semenyo's. He wanted these type of guys. Cunha. They couldn't get them. They can't attract players like that. So what happened is they had to settle for their 4th, 5th choice, which is Elanga. Man scored no goals in the whole Prem. 1 goal in his whole Newcastle career. We're in February. It's crazy. So this is what's going on. You get snatched. And you had Champions League and we didn't. Know yourself. You're a little man. But they keep forgetting themselves. It's crazy. So yeah, someone had to just remind them, look, because they're talking about Tonali. We won't be able to get them, blah, 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 which is just bullshit. Of course we would. We will get in without Champions League if we supported United. We know this. So it is where it is. What else is there now? Look at this now as well. I had this yesterday. Let me just remind you, look. This Thomas Frank guy, how is this guy not being sacked? They were on to Ruben Amorim. He's the worst Man United. He is when it goes to paper. But look at this guy, what he's doing. He's worse than Amorim. How does that make any sense? It's crazy. He's doing a Mazzoline over there. And it's evident that he's going to get sacked. But I think they're just going to leave it to the end of the season now and then part ways in the summer. They're going to do the same thing they've done with Ange. But bro, come on, man. He's doing a madness. 28% is mental. It's crazy. And you got to remember as well, there's games that Burnley the other day where they just scored a last minute equalizer. There's teams where they're getting little things last minute to go their way. Remember that. So it is what it is. They scored it. Was it Newcastle away 2-2? Do you know what I'm saying? They were 2-0 down at Newcastle away 2-2. And then they left with that. But my man's thing is mad. We had this stuff about my man. Look at this. I think this guy's past his time, bro. Militau, he was cold. Give him 4 years ago or something. Since then, all I ever see about him is he's injured. That's all I ever see. I haven't watched Real Madrid one time and seen him playing, and I'm like, he's cold. 4 years ago or something, 3 years ago was the last time I saw him playing and he was cold. And I was like, my man's good. Now, every time I see this geezer, he's injured. He's on the bench. He's in normal clothes. You don't even wear the tracksuits. He's in normal clothes every time I've seen him. I don't know. You don't let me know about Militau. What's he been keeping up with? Because like I said, I haven't seen him play in ages. But we're apparently linked with him. Obviously, clearly, they don't understand the new thing with Ineos. We don't really go for players that are over 28, except so they don't understand. So they're still linking us with him. I doubt we go for him. I don't think it makes any sense. You know, we're trying to do this Prem-proven thing galore. And on top of that, with 26 is our maximum. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Mazarawi was 26. Now he's 27 or 20, whatever it is. But Militau, anyway, look at this. So we're linked with him. This guy is injured again. Like I said, he's always injured. Every time I see this geezer, he's injured. Late February. So, bro, I don't know. A lot of green. So he has been doing, 90 minutes. When is that, though? Look, let's look at the time. Look, 7th of December. So that's 2 months ago. 7th of December is the last time he played 2 months ago. And then, look, he played 2 games in December. And then he was fit. Then he's been fit. But, bro, every time I've seen him, he has been injured. Every time. So I don't know. But he started 12 games, 13 matches. He's had 13 matches all season. 1 goal, 1 assist. Bruv, I'm not going to entertain it for too long. Like I said, I just think it's a gas. I don't think we're in for him like that. Militau. So we'll see. But apparently, Man United reportedly bid 40 million euros for Real Madrid's Eder Militau. Bro, you don't know how much. I keep it real with you lot. I could have came here, new bid, 40 million. I'm not going to do all that. I don't believe it. This is never going to happen. We don't look at geezers like this now. Do you know what I'm saying? And be going and offering them mad. And he's going to be on some crazy wages over that Real Madrid alone. So I just know it's probably not even true. Let me see what he's on. Eder Militau, yeah? Wages. Look, I could have just came here, gassed it all up. 40 million euros. We made a bid. We ain't made no bid. He's on 280K. 280K, bro. Like, we're never going to go for him with that. 280K. It's not going to happen. Like, it just goes without saying. There's no point in even entertaining this anymore. So 280K is what Militau's on, and apparently Man United are in for him. Take it for what you want to take it for. I'll tell you straight, that link, it's a Spanish source. Take it with a pinch of salt. Let's get into this geezer now, man. What's his name again? The new Baleba, they're calling him. So this geezer, Brighton's been looking at him for a minute now. I'll be real. Brighton, I've been praying him for time. He plays in, I don't know where this team is. It might be Norway or Denmark or one of them teams, yeah? Or Sweden. I think it might be Sweden. Man United have sent scouts to watch him. The star, Caleb Yerinkie, the 20-year-old dubbed the new Michael Essien, is a top target for Brighton as a potential Carlos Baleba successor. So listen, I've been keeping an eye on this guy for ages because obviously we've been linked with Baleba. So I've been trying to what they doing? What are they doing over there for? Are they trying to get him in? If they get him in, then I know that we're going for Baleba, etc. So that's why I've been keeping an eye on him. But now it seems like we've just done the madness. We've just said, you know what? They keep looking at this guy to take Baleba. Maybe we just go and snatch him up quickly then. Maybe that's the situation. Like instead of sitting there and then, because bro, why are you gonna have to keep paying these mad prices for these players when you can just go out there and get them yourself and take the risk? He's 20 million pounds. 20 million pounds. Go out there and get him yourself. And as you can see, look, Sky Sports Lille on literally New Year's Eve, he came out and spoke about this. Brighton interested in the midfielder Caleb Yerinkie, impressing in Denmark. It's in Denmark. And another promising talent from Right to Dream Academy. That's meant to be a good academy. So they've been looking at him for ages, and that's when they got linked with him. Elias Thomas, Sky Sports, he's kind of good with his stuff. He told us that. So I was preying him from then. I'm saying, yo, you know what? If Brighton end up going for him now, because remember, that was 1 day before the market opened. So I'm like, Brighton go for him. They make a bid. Believe it's going to happen. So I was keeping an eye, and they never, ever done anything, but he's their target. And a lot of sources came out and said that they're definitely looking at him. So I don't know what's going on, boy. We might have just said, you know what? We see that they're looking at him. Balieba's not doing the works at the moment. You know what? Let's just go spend the 20 million and get him ourselves. Who knows? We're not really a club that builds up players like that, but you never know. But they might switch up the whole system and just go and get him. Michael Essien. So he might be the next best thing. Who knows? And there's a little comp over here as well. So if you don't want to see what he's up to, obviously I can't play it because I'll get copyrighted, but Man United are interested in signing the next Michael Essien, Caleb Yerinkie. I'm probably saying it wrong. Go have a little look. The stat guy who's got it there. So yeah, that's what's going on with him, man. This is the geezer, man. But we'll see. We'll see, man. But Brighton are definitely interested in him, as you've seen. Sky Sports Leo said it. Graham Bailey's come out today and put us in there. Is he guessing? Is he being real? Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see if anything else comes up. Obviously, I'll be here and I'll show you lot, etc. This is what I'm saying, but Brighton, they just do mad stuff. Like, imagine they go and get this youth and he's way better than Baleba. Or he's on the same level as Baleba, but they get him for 20 million and what we sit there and we've got to pay, what, 60, 70 million for Baleba? Because I'm sure they're still going to want a 60, 70 million. I'd tell you that for free. So it's crazy, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. If anything else comes out from it. But look, even the Brighton thing, I'm saying it now. Look, Brighton have been dealt a blow in their pursuit of Caleb Yarenki, who they view as a genuine option to replace Carlos Baleba. Nearly half of the Premier League are now tracking the midfielder, with Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United all making inquiries. And that's today at 2 o'clock. It's crazy. It's crazy. So they're saying that Brighton's out the race because now there's other big clubs involved. They might even up the money. This is mad. But I've watched the comp of him. He does look okay. I'll be real. He does look okay. He still looks a bit raw, of course, but he does look okay. But I don't know if we make the signing because I don't know, man. We do these little young signings, but we want to get them for the cheap. I don't think we spend 20 million on a young gem, though, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to get them for cheap. 4 million, 5 million, Orozco, 1 million. You know what I'm saying? We want to go and do them ones. But who knows, man? We'll see. That's there anyway. So, Bright, let me save that one there, car. Boy, we got to revisit that one there. Especially if Baleba, the talks will heat up. We'll save that. And then there's these talks here. Look at this now. Some NJ talks now. Team talk. The thing about team talk is, let me tell you lot, yeah? Team talk, it quotes anyone. So you can click onto team talk and then go onto what it's talking about with NJ, and it's from Fabrizio Romano, if you know what I'm trying to say. So they'll put it down as team talk, but then when you go there, it could be from Fabrizio Romano or it could be from The Sun, the shittest newspaper out there. So you don't know who is saying it unless you click the article. I haven't clicked the article yet, so I don't know. But we've had these little talks about NJ already. Man United might be preying him on the left. Who said it? I can't remember who said it. Someone came out and said it. He might be an option. Remember, we want Yandi Amande. He's our top option for left winger. NJ is in there as well, etc. But now this one's saying Arsenal are ready to battle Man United for Everton winger Iliman NJ. Everton are reportedly seeking as much as 102. Why are you talking in dollars, bro? Like for two English teams, $102 million for the versatile attacker. So I don't know, man. Is there any truth in that? Let's see how much that is. Because I know that they wanted about 75 million in January. Yeah, 74.6 million. That's what $102 million is. So it's basically the same price that they wanted. But they said that obviously in January. January is the time you can bump anyone. If you're going to come here and try and take my best player, I'm going to overcharge you. That goes without saying. That's why no one really makes a lot of signings in January, because it doesn't make sense. You're going to get bumped. So that goes without saying anyway. But now we're saying Arsenal's involved. Let's just have a look at Arsenal and look at their attackers, because unless they sell, this is where we got like a little, we've got an advantage over teams like Arsenal because they've already done their rebuild. Arteta spent £1 billion, whatever it is. So they've done their rebuild. When you look at Arsenal, look at this. Let's just look at their wingers alone, yeah? Their wingers. So cool. We start here. Eze, Saka, Madueke, Martinelli, Trossard. That's 5. You could add Dalman in there as well if you really wanted to, but we won't. He's a young kid. But that's 5. Jesus can play on the wing, 6. And they're all going for 2 places. Do you know what I'm saying? Did I do that right? And then did I do that right? Trossard, Martinelli. Oh yeah, it's meant to be 6, but Nwaneri's gone on loan. There you go. Because when we was doing this before, Semenyo times, it was 6 of them. I was like, there's 6 wingers. He's not going to go there. People were saying Arsenal's involved. So it was 6 before, but Nwaneri's left. So they've got 5. Dalman plays on the wing as well. That can make it 6. But even if you just look at that and say, look, bro, are you really going to go there? And what's going to happen? At least one of them's got to go. So unless Martinelli leaves, I can't really see where you go over there on the left wing. Do you know what I'm saying? You got Madueke that can play there. Eze plays there. Trossard starts there. Martinelli. Bro, they've got too much options. So I just can't see it happening. So it just seems like it's a lot of guesswork. Arsenal have joined the race. It's easy to say, but where does he fit? So it is what it is. Unless somebody sells someone. With us, you can come in right now. We've sold Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho. That's our 3 left wingers. They've all gone. We've got no left winger. We've literally lost all of our left wingers at once. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we've kind of got the advantage in that sense where we can go out there and say, listen, the spot's there for you, bro. You could just come straight in and that spot is right there for you. So it is where it is. It's going to be up to a minute, but I don't think Arsenal's involved in that anyway. I think my man's just guessing. I don't know who it is. Like I said, if I saw who that person was, if I went onto the article, I would have just told you, this is from this guy. He's reliable. He's not. The fact that they're even doing it in dollars is already spooky. Why are you doing it in dollars for 2 Prem teams? That doesn't even make no sense. And Team Talk talks English. This is not an American, you know what I'm going to say? Yeah, you talk English, but you're coming in and you're doing it. So I don't know. I don't even believe it. But it is what it is. Let's get into the rest of the news anyway. So this came out last night as well. Where is it? What is that? Oh, this is something else. Yeah, this is look at this. Mark Oden. This guy is a bit dodgy, man. I'll be real. 1 minute he says something and it's right. Next minute he says something and you're like, brother, you're just chatting shit. Like, we was in for Lavia. When we was talking to Chelsea about Garnacho, he came out here and said we was in for Lavia. Fabrizio said no, he wasn't. But then he came out and said something else, and then it was true. So it's like he's a weird one. But Oden's come out anyway, and he says Thomas Tuchel and Ancelotti are emerging as the leading candidates for the Man United job, both with proven Premier League pedigree. And obviously, Gary Neville came out yesterday, and he was basically saying that he's spoken to the club or something like that. And I will get into the Gary Neville stuff, but this is what Oden goes on to say as well. He says Carrick is only in charge until the end of the season. That may change if results continue to be impressive. But United are determined to hire a proven coach who can make the team challenge for the Premier League and UEFA Champions League titles again. And Carrick's experience to date would ordinarily rule him out. Basically, if Carrick wanted a job, he would not even be getting considered, which goes without saying, really. So that's just what he's saying there. He says Tuchel and Ancelotti stand out as the strongest options. Both have Premier League experience with Chelsea and both have won the Champions League at least once. But securing either would require moves before the World Cup starts in June, which could prove problematic. No, listen, no one is getting done before the World Cup. No manager who signed the Man United thing and then go to the World Cup, because the way they will be onto him in that World Cup, anytime they lose anything, his mind is not even there. He only cares about going back for Man United. It will be too mad. It wouldn't make sense. Someone like Tuchel as well, if he bottles the World Cup somehow, and then it's like, he's got the Man United job already, though. That's what's on his. They'll just go crazy on him. You know how they move. So I don't think anything will happen in the open before the World Cup. If we're going for the World Cup managers, of course. If we go for someone that's not in the World Cup all day. Sources say United are in no rush to a point which could help Carrick. But the hierarchy must soon make a choice and nail down their top targets. Most likely outcome, Carrick gets the job permanently. What? Sources say United are no rush to a point which could help Carrick, but the hierarchy must soon make a choice and nail down the top target. So he's basically saying that Carrick should get the job then. I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. But what I'm trying to say is, anyway, the World Cup ones that have got Premier League proven experience, then them lot, we're going to wait for one of them ones. That's what's being said by everyone. Gary Neville came out yesterday and said some stuff about this as well. I'm going to try and find it for you lot. But obviously what they're trying to basically say is, every time you speak to someone about it is Carrick ain't getting the job. Because why should he at this time? You've won a few games. Go and get Champions League, and then we can start talking. And obviously we've started off well, 4 games, 4 wins, and we're playing football as well. Like, we're playing okay. We're putting together some football. Like, it's not like Ollie ball where you're just counter-attacking. And do you know what I'm saying? We're actually playing football where you're watching them like, raw, what is this? Like, they're putting 1-2s together and all of these type of things. It's crazy. So obviously we know what's going on, innit? If he goes out there and gets Champions League, let's just say we finish 2nd or 3rd, convincingly as well, like 10 points or 4th or something, what Aston Villa was to us, bro, I think he gets the job, bro. You're not going to go there and go and get someone else to come and do what we're watching now. And you got to remember, a lot of what we're watching now, we haven't seen it in about 10 years. We've seen counter-attack football. We're scraping wins. We're holding on to the last minute. FA Cup finals. We're defending for our life. And then we're just trying to get lucky on the counter. We're not playing like that. We're actually getting the ball and slimming through teams. And we're doing it every sort of way. Set pieces. It doesn't matter. Counter-attack. One line-breaking passes that we're making right now, crazy. It's mental. Lisandro Martinez, big him up. So let's get this Gary Neville thing anyway. But Gary Neville's basically come out and he's basically said that he spoke to the club or something like that. Like, even all of that. Like, why are you even saying all of that? That doesn't even make sense. Like, it makes you just look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying, like, too much is going on. Like, and this is what Amram was saying about the pundit situation. Oh, people want to listen to Gary Neville's, and that just puts you in there where you're speaking to the club again. So it's a bit weird still. But Gary Neville basically came out yesterday and he said that, yeah, for right now, like, they want to give it to someone else. Carrick knows his job is only to be there till the end of the season. He signed a contract for 4 months. So clearly, and this is it here. Look, this is a bit of it here. Gary Neville, Man United making manager appointment. This came out, look at that, this morning, 7:25. And he basically just said, I asked the club, what is the official position of the football club in terms of what you're saying publicly to everyone else? They've said they've actually begun the process now, starting to look for another manager, which I thought, right, that's good to hear because you need to plan for everything. They've started the process of speaking to and looking at other managers, building all sorts of data, analysing who should be the next manager of the football club. But what they've said is they're not going to be bounced into, irrespective of wins or draws or losses on the pitch in this couple of months. Making an appointment, they're going to wait until towards the end of the season. If Michael Carrick then at the point makes himself available for the job, and I did actually say a couple of weeks ago, I wondered whether Michael would actually say no. He's the type of guy, Michael, he's someone who would always work in the best interest of the football club. He may do that, or he may say no. I feel comfortable enough, and I've built such a good relationship with the players and the coaching staff to put my name in the hat, blah, blah, blah. So basically, it's up to Carrick if he wants to go out there and say, yeah, I want to be involved or not. At the point, Michael Carrick, like in any other recruitment role in the country for any other business, would go into what would be a process versus the likes of Thomas Tuchel and all the others that are going to become available in the summer. I think that's fair. So that's what they're trying to put out there. But bro, let me tell you something. If this guy gets us into Champions League convincingly and we're playing football, even if we go out there and lose certain games, but we miss bare chances and we're actually playing, I think you won't have any choice but to give him the job. This is what I'm trying to say. You might not have a choice. Like, you won't even be able to pick no one else because they'll say, why would you go and get someone else that could potentially come and start losing when you've got Dookie here doing madnesses that we haven't seen in years? Like, we're winning again, and I'm just like, we've won. Like, it's calm. I'm smiling for 15 minutes, and then I'm just like, it's cool. Bro, man's not even, the stress is gone. You know what I'm trying to say? And we wasn't even losing that much when Amrin lost his job. We were just drawing so much games. You just knew the goal was coming. We'll be leading, and then we'll just draw. So he's changed a lot of things already within 4 games. Obviously, it's got to continue, and we've got to see how we do against the low blocks. That's where the madness comes from. The low blocks is where it gets dark. Do you know what I'm saying? So West Ham, that's going to be a big one to see how he deals with that one there, because we've got to really get through them. But yeah, man, he's changed things already, man, and I can see him getting the job if he carries on. If he carries on, I don't think anyone. I think the fans themselves would make him get the job because it's like, bro, you're moving mad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to go out there and get Tuchel? He could potentially come in and try and play 3 at the back. It doesn't even make, like, it just wouldn't make any sense. So that's the situation from Gary Neville on the manager situation, Carrick, etc. We'll see what happens, man. Look at this now. Liverpool fans are just having a nightmare, bro. They're tired. Literally, I hate these guys. Look at them.
Absolute disgrace. Get that bastard. Get him out. Get Slot out of this club right now.
Don't care what you say. The scoreline does not reflect the game. They shouldn't have won that. They stole that game. They shouldn't have won.
Hey, look, my man said he died for a penalty. Love it.
Nah, they stole that game.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking load of shit. Load of crap. Load of fucking bullshit. Fuck off.
Jamie, match reactions. I'm fuming. I'm angry.
If you don't love people, you'll cry.
Enough is enough. Honest Slots, please leave my club.
So shit, man. If that's a penalty, then honestly, I don't.
Hey, Liverpool, man, they're becoming the old us, literally, bro. No matter what you put over there, they just can't defend for nothing. I can't wait for them to come Old Trafford so man can thump them up. But they're becoming literally set pieces, everything. They can't handle it. I'm going to get these comments in a minute, my peoples. Make sure you smash the likes. Give me 1 more minute. I'll get the comments. Don't watch nothing. But yeah, man, it's good to have a laugh in it and watch. You know, like I'm watching yesterday and I'm not bothered about nothing. How long have we felt like that? Like we've won our game for the beginning of the week. Like we're cool. We could just watch everyone. You know what I'm saying? 12:30 kickoff. We've got the W, calm. The last time we had a 12:30 kickoff was Leeds when Amrin got sacked. That's the last 12:30. Like it was just disarray. The next one, Tottenham 2-0. Cheers. No injuries. Thank you. I could just watch everyone. Disarray. Crazy. Look at some of the stats now. Bruno Fernandes. This guy's just doing what he normally does. Like this is just normal stuff for him. It's a casual day. Literally, like there's nothing to even talk about here. Bruno Fernandes, the top-rated player in the Premier League this season, according to FootMob. Like he's the most rated player. So he's done the most. Is what it is, man. It's boring now. We're not even going to spend long on it no more. And I look at the stats for this game week. Mainly completed more final third passes than any other player in the whole game week. He attempted 35 and completed 33. and he obviously gave the assist. Let's flick through them and see what's going on in here. We got Bruno Fernandes. Look at that. Successful passes into the penalty area. So that's a chance created already. If you pass to someone in the penalty area, it's more or less a chance creation. 6. Look at that. Chances created. 6. See? Like I said, chance created. If you pass to someone in the penalty box, you're creating a chance more time. 6. Oh my God. Shots. 8. Bruno Fernandes. Most shots. Most chances created. Cole Palmer, shots on target. Casemiro had 3. Did he? Did Casemiro have 3 shots? English Premier League goals scored. Obviously, Cole Palmer scored a hat-trick, etc. And Mbeumo's in there. Kobe Mainoo with the passes. Big him up. Fouls 1. None of our guys are in there. We're not winning fouls like that. We don't need to. Yeah, it's cool. Duels 1. We're not in there. Lerman's doing his thing for the derby as well with Brighton. Good on him. Assist 2-1 Groove. Touches in the opposition box. Hugo Ekitike, but didn't score. So this ain't really the best one you want. Even Ahmad's in there a lot. He's touching the ball. No assists, no goals. If you're in there, you got to have some input. Look at Somerville. He's in there. He's been bagging. You know what I mean? When it comes to saves made, Lamens ain't going to be on this list because, bro, he literally could have had a coffee and a newspaper. Yeah, he don't need to make a save. He was all right in that game there. Aerial duels 1, as you can see. Luke Shaw 5. I'm not even seeing Maguire or anything in there. So Luke Shaw. Who was Luke Shaw playing against again? Against Spurs. He's playing against Odegaard for the first little bit, and then obviously after that it was just 1, 2, 3, innit? They were more or less defending. Interceptions. None of our players are in there. Declan Rice leads the way, of course. Possessions 1. That Mateus Fernandes. Look, we're gonna play him next. He's looking like a good scoop, man. A lot of people are saying some good stuff about him, that Mateus Fernandes guy, man. So, boy, we got to watch out for him still. Who else is in there? Tackles made. Caicedo leads the way. Boom, 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 boom. Take-ons. Bowen done a few. Look at that. Bowen's another guy we got to watch. Ahmad's in there, of course. Big chances created. Bruno's got to be on this, surely. No, he's not. James Justin. Lisandro Martinez with passes into the final third completed. 19. Different. This guy's doing this from the back line. Obviously, we're playing against 10 men, but still. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Different, man. Kobe Mainoo's in that list as well, as you can see as well. Elliot Anderson, another guy we've got to keep our eyes on. And that's this week's. That's all of this week's stuff. Crazy. Let me get a few of these likes. I'm going to get a few of these comments, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man, and we'll get into the rest of the news, man. Come on, man. You know what we're doing here every day, the metric community, man. Let me leave it here. I'll leave it on this thing here. With this Tonali thing while I get these comments. Let's see what the people are saying. We need Baleba, not the replacement. Boy, you never know. We might get the replacement and he's better than Baleba. And he's only 20 million. Get on the phone to Ineos and make them sort it out. Metz, does he know that? Oh, Metz doesn't know he's live. Nah, I'm good, man. I come on a little bit late because the thing was stalling. I don't know what was happening. This is very smart by Man United because after 4 years, you know Brighton. Bro, you never know with them. We might go for their little gem who they're trying to get, and then bam, he's worth 100 million. He's worth more than Baleba. Who knows? I want a new left winger at Man United, bro. Me too, man. Tonali's a no-brainer for me. Holy smokes, Bruno Mainoo, that midfield would rival anyone. It's true. Tonali's as good as Rice. Tonali kind of been mid this year. Yeah, he's not worth 100 million and he hasn't had his best season, but Newcastle in general have been pony. Let's be real. They've been trash, all of them. Anthony Gordon, all of them have been trash. His market value is 69 million, so 100 million doesn't like a fair... Nah, it's not a fair price. No way. A blank check. Who is that? Michelangelos. Carrick. You talking about Carrick. Metric community, big up yourself, Man United, man. My people, smash the likes. Tonali wants to return to Italy, I reckon. Yeah, I saw something that came out that he basically would want to go back to Italy. So who knows? But Italy won't be able to afford him. Italy don't play 80 million. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they'll be able to afford him. I'll be real, but who knows, man? We'll see what happens, man. But I reckon he goes to a team that's just in Champions League. City also linked to 115 charges. You know them already, man. When is that going to get dealt with? 1 minute we rate Baleba, the next minute we don't rate him anymore because he hasn't been good this season. What if Baleba's performance this season is doing us a favour? Yeah, it is. It's doing us a favour, but it's just you're still watching him and you still got to think, what's going on with him? Because he might just stay like this, bro. Look at Salah. Salah was shit last season, but they thought he's going to come back better this season. And he still hasn't. Not yet anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? People are like, you get it. Things are not guaranteed, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Not last season, sorry. He was shit for the beginning of the season. People thought after AFCON he'll come back. Last season they won the league. He's the one that won them the league. Let me say that again. Do you know what I'm saying? Salah was good last season, but he was the last period before AFCON, he was rubbish. And then they said he's going to come back from AFCON better. Watch. He scored at AFCON, came back, trash. Nothing ain't changed. Yeah, I don't get it with this club, man. I don't know what's going to happen, though, JSN. I don't know. We might end up going for him, we might not. But they're saying they don't want to sell him until 2027 because they're trying to keep his price high. We're not going to pay no mad money for Baleba no more. It doesn't make sense, bro. Your performance ain't doing it. Don't forget or underestimate Manu Cone at Roma. I've been seeing that, but they're saying they want £52 million. That's a bit mad for Manu Cone. Let's not say that. Couldn't attract these players. Barada knows after sell a project. It's true, it's true. But what I'm saying is without Champions League, it's very hard. If we want Anderson and then only Man City's got Champions League, we're not even in the race anymore. Forget about it. Prefer Dembele. Dembele's not coming here. Anderson is an enter partner to Mainu, to Tonali. We have been doing it too much with Dogu in heaven. Fury can play as a winger. There you go. Arsenal's got a lot of things. Will definitely be above 100 million. I don't think so, man. Options like Anderson, Baleba. So yeah, exactly. Still look at Stiller, Manu Code. I reckon now, yeah, we probably get like a Premier League proven one, and then we get a cheaper one in Europe. So I reckon we go out there and we get an Anderson for 80, 90 million, then we go and get like a Stiller for 40, 50, or a Manu Cone. Maybe. It does not give us depth. We need cover. And you know what's crazy? We'll go give that money to Newcastle, and then Newcastle will go and spend it on like 2 players, 80 million. They'll go spend it on 2 ballers. Because they could do it. They could do good scouting, Newcastle. But it's just when they go for certain players, when other teams are in for them. Like Newcastle were the first team that wanted Keith Smith. Now Real Madrid won him. It's a myth. It's not going to happen. Forget about it. Liverpool fans meltdown. Yeah. Bruno was on there. That Sesko missed. He even gave him tips on scoring header. Yeah, I saw it at the end of the game. Sesko needs to get a bit more better with that one, man. 100%, man. Yeah, saying nothing. Let's get back into the news then. Let's get back into the news, man, my peoples, man. Smash these likes, man. You know it's free. Just slap the button. It does loads for the channel. Support the thing. Big up the whole Metric community. Look at that. Look at the team of the week now. Hermansen. Does he not play for West Ham, this geezer? Hermansen, he made it. Dallo, Maguire, Martinez, Fernandes, and the boy Kobe Mainu. You know what I'm saying? So I think Hermansen, he plays for West Ham and so does Somerville. So we got to look out for them still. But that's the team of the week. Bro, I feel like we're in these things every single week. Every week we're in the team of the week. Every week we got bare players. Like, we usually got to go in there. We usually got a player of the week or something. There's always something going on. It's crazy. Cool. Let's get into the rest anyway. What else has come out then? So that's the team of the week. Boom, boom, boom. This is obviously the team that's gone over there. That's to London. As you can see, Lamens, Bayende, Heaton, Dallo, Mazzarari, Maguire, Lissandro, Heaven, Luke Shaw, Malacia, Casemiro, Ugarte, Mainu, Fletcher, Tyler Fletcher. Remember, Jack Fletcher's the one that got his debut before with his dad. And then Tyler Fletcher just got the debut recently, literally the last game with Carrick. So this is the one that's come true again. Fernandes, Cunha, Ahmad, Xerxes, Mbeumo, and Sesko. Remember, there was all that talks about Mbeumo being injured. He's good. He's rolling. He's with the guys. So we're cool. You know what I'm saying? And Mbeumo's going to turn up. Do you remember, the thing about West Ham is they got some tall centre-backs. Do you not reckon we go with the same team? Or do you not reckon we go with a different team? We put someone like Sesko in there. And as you can see, West Ham can't be underestimated. They're 18th and fighting for their life right now. And they turn up at home. And we haven't beat West Ham away since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. We beat them 3-1 once with Pogba and that. That's the last time we beat them there. We must be careful for their counter-attacks and set pieces. That's their main threat. Expect a low block and us having 60% possession. So patience is the key. Score first and it should be open up for us. If they score first, we stick to the game plan. They're not keeping clean sheets right now. They concede a lot of goals. This is the lineup that he's going with. And it makes sense. There's no point changing something that isn't broken. It's been working for us. Why would you go and change it? I'm with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep this team for now. But when you look at West Ham, though, let's have a little look at them, bro. they concede a lot of goals, mate. I think that was like one of their first or second clean sheets. They lost 3-0 to Wolves. Remember that? Look at that. 3-2. Obviously, they played well against Chelsea and they should have took something from that game. But their defense is so shaky. And Tadibo, who is one of their big guys, remember, he's missing this game. So he's not even here because he got the red card. Again, at home against Sunderland, they won that. They beat Tottenham. So they're kind of good against, not good against the big six, but they're kind of more subtle. You know what I'm saying? I think they had to go to penalties or something for that, or second half. Extra time to beat QPR. They always concede, bro. As you can see, 3 goals to Wolves, Nottingham Forest. They've got a mad defense. 3-0 from Man City, etc. 3-0 from Tottenham. 2-0, 2-1. They've conceded a lot of goals. And when you go to the table alone and you look at the table and you can just see their goal difference, they're on -17. They've conceded 48 goals. Burnley's conceded 49 and Wolves have conceded 48. And we gave Wolves 4 goals at their ground. You know what I'm trying to say to you lot? So, come on, man. We should be going there and giving them a spanking. Should be. Should be going there and giving them a spanking. 48 goals conceded. We've scored, I think, the 3rd highest in the league. We've scored 46 goals. We've scored more goals than Aston Villa. 46 goals. Yeah, we're the 3rd highest. And then it's Arsenal with 49. And top is 51 Man City. So Man City lead with 51 goals. Arsenal second with 49. And then we're 3rd with 46. Chelsea with 45. So we scored 46 goals. And they've conceded 48. Come on. What are we doing here? 25 games, they conceded 48 goals. We should be going and spanking them. You know, we do concede sometimes as well. But with Carrick, he's made our XG against very small. People barely have mad chances against us with Carrick in open play anyway. But West Ham is a dangerous team on a set piece. They've got defenders that can score. Souček, you know what I'm saying? And now they got some strikers. I saw him score the other day, Castellini or something like that. I see him score a header the other day, and it was a Diouf. Yeah, this geezer here, Diouf cross. And so he's a bit tall. He scored a little strike header. So we got to watch out for them, man, on a set piece thing. But apart from that, come on. We should be slapping them, man. Like, people are scared a bit, but they've been on a little bit of form. Look at their last 5 games. They've been on a little bit of form. But come on, man. I think we should be doing the job, man. I'll be real. We should be doing the job over them. But I wouldn't change anything that isn't broken. I'll go with the same team. Martinez, Maguire, Casemiro are there for the set pieces to help us defend them and score them, of course. And it's up to them what they want to do. If they want to keep the low block so deep, just give us, we'll probably get a little set corner or something, man. We score a goal, they got to come out. They come out, long day. Because once you've got space against West Ham, it's long. But they've got a few guys in that team, though, that I would say you got to watch. They ain't fully rubbed. You know what I'm saying? They're not fully rubbed. That's one thing about West Ham. Like, they're not playing good, but they have still got a 1-2 players that you just never know. Like, they could do something. That Mateus Fernandez guy, he's doing a bit of a right. Him. He got the assist the other day. Diouf, he's got the most assists for West Ham. Diouf, this geezer really left back. He's got a bit of pace on him, athletic, and he's been whipping it in a bit. Somerville's on a mad. He scored 3 goals in his last 3 games. We know about Jared Bowen already. Wan-Bissaka, him and Wan-Bissaka got a little madness going, and I see them playing against Chelsea. They were having a little tiki-taka, playing around with Garnacho and that, bro. It's crazy. So we got to keep a little eye on them, man. But we should have too much for them. Let's be real. West Ham, we shouldn't be giving us no issues that Fulham, City, Arsenal, and these men didn't. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we should be. But we'll see. We'll see, obviously. We'll see what happens. Look at this now. Man United, bro, we have to score goals against them, man. What are we doing here? Man United have had 407 shots in the Premier League this season. More than any other side across Europe's top 5 leagues. Only Barcelona, Inter, and Real Madrid have had more. So in the Premier League, we've had the most shots. And that's with Ruben Amorim's system that a lot of people saw. The players weren't really comfortable and we're still having hella shots. And now they're in their 3 rows where we're doing all of this interchange thing where people are moving around and line-breaking passes every minute. Bro, come on. We have to go out there and go mad. We have to score some goals. I think we'll have too much for them, man. I'll be real. Like, at first I looked at it, I said, oh, is it Somerville's and they got the little counter thing going on, but I think we'll have a bit too much for them. Like, they just, you get it? Like, I watched them against Liverpool, same thing. They were holding it up. It was 0-0, and then bam, 1 goal went in from Gakpo, and then they just started moving mad. They're trying to press, and then they conceded again straight away. So sometimes that's just what happens. And as you can see, look at this now. Bruno Fernandes is the only player to have created at least 6 chances on 3 separate occasions in the Premier League match this season. This guy is just taking the piss, bro. And just imagine we finished all of that. He's already broke the record. Literally. He would have already broke the record. Against Tottenham, he created 6 chances. Against Man City, he created 6 chances. And against Burnley, when all them, remember, he created one for Dorgu, he got cleared off the line. He created one for Cunha, got cleared off the line. This guy's on a different thing. So it's boring, man. This guy's always just winning when it comes to all the stats on the board. So it's just getting boring now even talking about it. But big up the boy Bruno, of course, per usual. What's that now? Hold on. So that's a bit of the stats of what's going on. Obviously, we're going to see. And there's these talks about Edison. Look at Edison. Remember, we were linked with him for ages. But now it's looking like he's going to go to Atletico Madrid. 26 million. He's only 26 years old. Matteo Moretto came out and said a little piece that Atletico Madrid are basically the front runners. Matteo Moretto works with Fabrizio Romano. So you basically might as well just say it's Fabrizio Romano. Every time you see Matteo Moretto say something, Fabrizio Romano is basically saying it. Literally, that's all it is. We had these stuff about, apparently we inquired about Senesi. This geezer is leaving on a free in summer. You know what I'm saying? His contract runs out in June. So obviously he's getting linked to the whole world. But bro, I can't see us going for him. I think he's a good player. He's okay. He's a ball playing centre back, etc. But I don't think he's got mad speed or anything. And on top of that, he's got the maddest thing ever, which is age going against him. He's 28. June is when it expires, of course. He's going to be 29. Maybe because it's a free agent, we could look at it because it's free. But then again, he's not part of what we do. We get players that are under 26. We could probably flip them, etc. I can't see us. And I think if we were into this type of stuff where we'll get players that are over the age for free, we then would have thinked we would have got a loan at least. We would have at least got a loan. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not even getting loans out because we're saying these guys are over the age and DDs and that. Why are we going to go out there and get this geezer? It doesn't even make any sense. So we're just getting linked with everyone as we do. My man's obviously got, he's got 6 months left. I didn't even show you. Look, as you can see here, look, 30th of June, 2026 is when it ends. So he can sign a pre-contract agreement with anyone at this time. Apparently, we've inquired. I don't know. There's no point inquiring. We just got to chat to him. We don't need to talk to Bournemouth no more because he's going to be a free agent. I just can't see it because of his age. Like I say, he's 28. That goes against the grain. That's not what they're doing. We haven't seen no one come in 28 and all of that. I haven't seen it happen. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. Look at this now. Some more. Look at this. Some more news. This is tier 1 when it comes to Newcastle news. Mark Douglas. Look at that. Northern football correspondent. So Newcastle, Sunderland, etc. Tier 1. And he just came out 33 minutes ago, as you can see, 5:36. And he's basically said, Newcastle seem confident. Tonali speculation is a storm in a teacup. To be taken seriously, they need to prove it. Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, all monitoring Newcastle availability, but there's a route to keeping him, even without Champions League football. So obviously he's going to put something in there that's going to probably say something like he's got 3 years left or he's going to be over 100 million or something crazy that you get it. That's what he's probably going to talk about. But his agent came out and said what he said. Ornstein don't come out here and put stories out for no reason. Ornstein is solidified. And when he speaks about this thing, yeah, he's just, I can't even get into the article. You got to pay to read it. I would have quickly read it and just came to you. But yeah, Ornstein put it out there. He offered himself to Arsenal because Marino got injured. Arsenal weren't really interested. The money was too mad and they got too much players anyway. That blew everything. And then after that, the agent was saying, it's not true because you've been baited up. You don't want to look mad to the fans. And then after that, the agents come out again and he basically said, yeah, we could leave in the summer because he wants to play Champions League football and he's looking at, he could go back to Italy, etc. But you're just all over the place. So the Newcastle fans know he's got to go. So like I said, we'll probably find out later in my 10-minute video later. I'll probably find out what this is, what the route is that they can keep him. But bro, if he wants to leave, he's going to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they can't get no Champions League football, which it seems like, I don't think any of them are think, bro, he's done. A lot of them are talking about leaving anyway. There's talks about Anthony Gordon might be leaving, Bruno Guimaraes. That thing is collapsing. Yeah, that thing is collapsing. And I think Eddie Howe don't last for long as well. I'll be real. We'll see. But yeah, that's the stuff on Tonali that's just came out anyway. So we'll see. I'll get some of these comments in a minute, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. We'll see what happens. Look at this. You got a West Ham fan. Look, they're all boasting. Look. It's that West Ham have not lost to Man United at home since September 2021, which is true. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the last time. I remember, I think we beat them 3-1. But this guy don't know. Man United haven't beat Man City at Old Trafford since January 2023. Slap them. United haven't won at the Emirates since 2017. Safe. United are winless in their last 8 matches against Tottenham Hotspur. Home and away. Michael Carrick's on a different thing, bro. All them little records there, he's saying, yeah, no problem. I'm going to deal with that for you. So forget about it. So I'm not even worried, bro, about West Ham, bro. I know it's going to be a bit hard to break them down, etc., because they're going to be in a proper low block and they've got some fast wingers, whatnot. But, bro, I don't think we lose that game. There's no way we lose it. But let's look at this. Look, this is Old Trafford when we beat them 2-1 in July. That was a club friendly. That was one of the friendlies pre-season. Last season, they done the double over us, remember? They came to Old Trafford, beat us. And then remember, we got Ten Hag sacked. I was actually at that game when Dalot missed the open goal. Dalot missed the open goal, and then they gave the penalty away against De Ligt. Was it on Ings, Danny Ings? And then they came out and overturned it. Sorry, after the game. You know, when they apologized, PGMO, it wasn't a penalty, we went mad. But Ten Hag's already been sacked by now, etc. But that's the last time. Yeah, that's Old Trafford 3-0, 2-0, 1-0. Look at that. They beat us. There's no draws. When we're playing at their gaff, they're actually beating us, though. That's what is a bit like, rah, what's going on here? Yeah, that's the last time we beat them, 2-1. And I think this is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer days. Yeah, that's the last time we beat them. Lingard, 89th minute winner. 30 Ronaldo in there as well. So, bro, we ain't one day in a minute, man. 2021, but, bro, you've seen what Carrick's on, man. Carrick's come, man. All these little records, he's just chopping it up. Literally. Chopping it up like some tomatoes. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm not really pressed, man. We'll see, man. Carrick's got us playing on a different way. So, we'll see what happens. What's this that's came out? So, they're comparing, obviously, Carrick. Let me get a few of these comments. I'll put it on there. Ruben Amram needed way more. Handful of wins, blah, blah, blah. Let me get a few more of these comments, my peoples. Smash the likes if you're on your way in, man, my peoples, man. I have no problem with Sesko starting. Man needs more minutes. Yeah, Sesko needs to he needs to get some power on his shots and his headers. His headers especially. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with him and we won that game. But imagine that game was 1-1 and he had that chance in the last minute and he just straight to the keeper. Look at my hat. Imagine that. Bam, straight to the keeper. Can you imagine that? In the last minute, we would all be pissed. He would have got slated. So my thing is, yeah, bro, Sesko, I like you, bro, but you need to work on your headers, please. Maybe I also support why I fix something when it's not broken. So Sesko from the bench. Yeah, man, I'm with that. I'm with it. I don't want to mess nothing up if we don't need to. I'm cool. Bissaka might lock up Cunha like he did last time, bro, but Bissaka is just one guy. This is what I'm saying. And I feel like last time, remember, we couldn't really get we didn't really have all the runs and all of that going on. The way we got it going on now, Luke Shaw's bombing down the wing and these guys are interchanging. I'm seeing Bruno on the right wing. Look at where Bruno was when he scored, when he assisted Sesko for the Bassi goal. The man's on the left wing on the 95th minute. What are you doing on the left wing? They're moving around now. They're getting forward. They're interchanging. Like, it's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit different. Before, that thing was only wing backs go up. Wing backs, you go up. Everyone stay in their position. Bruno and Casemiro can't afford to go wandering. It's only 2 men in midfield. And then the 2 10s, they could drop in and go on the wing, but it's mostly the wing backs' jobs. So it was a bit more structured. Now, they're moving around. Ahmad, I'm seeing them up front, pressing first. And Mbeumo's on the left. Then it's Cunha. They're moving around. They're doing a madness, man. It's different. Yeah, Bowen's a problem. Jared Bowen is a problem. 100%. I would take Jared Bowen at Man United, but I think he's too old. I don't think they'll take him. He's too old for them. Big up yourself, RD, bro. Hope you're good, man. Big up, Rich. Big up, Mitch in the chat. Yeah. Big up yourself, man. Hope you're good, broski. Trust, ready to do business with us. Belief. Yeah, man. There's people saying that we should let Thing go. Bruno go. Maguire. All these guys. No way. Bruno's the man. This is what I'm saying. A lot of people that used to diss him, it's not happening anymore. And I get it. He did used to do the rocket launcher thing a lot. He's dropped that out. See, Bruno, right now, he's playing like he's so mature with it. The passes that he's doing now is so much. I've never seen him do that. Like, he's actually like passing it, Mainu, 1-2s, Casemiro. The way they're playing together, like they've been playing together for years. Like, it's crazy, bro. The way my man's got them playing together is mental. West Ham could give us a top fight. They're struggling to avoid. It's true. And you got to remember West Ham as well. One thing about them is now that they got that win the other day and they saw what happened to Spurs, bro, look at that. One more win, they're out of relegation. They're joint on points with Nottingham Forest. Obviously, Nottingham Forest got Wolves. It's a bit tricky. You know what I'm saying? Wolves is a bit, they might give points to Forest. But if they get 26-26, that's going to give them confidence. Yeah, they'll still be in the relegation zone because of the goal difference, unless they was to win by 5 goals, which wouldn't happen. But 26, and then look, they're just going to go mad. And that's what's probably giving them the confidence. They've been winning. They played good against Chelsea for the first half. Somerville's on form, Bowen. They're feeling themselves, and they're coming back off a win as well, away at Burnley. So we need to just shut that down, bro. Yeah, you stay on 23. You got Bournemouth next. Go and get your 3 points there. You're not getting it over here. Simple as that. But obviously, if they lose to us and then Nottingham Forest win against Wolves, then it goes 6 points again. Think about it. It's a bit mad. Look at that. They'll go to 29. That's when it gets dark for them. It's like we have to win at Bournemouth now. So it is what it is. If they beat us, bro, even if Forest win, Leeds are looking at their back again. Tottenham's looking at their back. Tottenham's next fixtures, they got Newcastle, they got Fulham, who they always lose to. They got Newcastle, they got Arsenal, and then they got Fulham. Bro, long day. Tottenham might actually be in the relegation zone. I don't think they get relegated, but they might actually be in that relegation zone. It's crazy. It's dark. So we'll see. But we have to get the W, man. I'm not even thinking about it. How you call the focus on getting Premier League play? Yeah. I like the Premier League proven thing. The Premier League proven thing is showing us that this is what we should have been doing from the start. We tried to do it different, innit? With Man City have gone out there, got De Bruyne and Rodri's and that, they've done their thing. We've tried to do the same thing, but overspending. Anthony, Højlund, and it's just gone left. Onana, all of them. So my thing now is, now that we've done the Prem proven thing, you've seen Cunha and Mbeumo this season, bro. They're shining lights. Like, you can see our attack, how much shots we're having, everything we're in. It's because of the attack. We've switched up the attack and we're up there. Last season, bro, Garnacho and Højlund, no one was scared of these guys. Not one person. I'll extend Mary. Yeah, I'll give Maguire one more year. My thing is, you can't get rid of all the leaders in one window. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Casemiro's leaving. He's a leader. He's a captain. He's a senior player. How can you get rid of Casemiro and Maguire in the same window? And plus, when you look at Casemiro and Maguire, both of them, there are aerial threats, defending and scoring. If I look at a set piece, who can possibly score it for us? It's Casemiro and Maguire. If them two are not playing like us against Aston Villa in that second half, Bruno weren't taking the free kicks or the crosses for the corners. There was no Maguire because he was injured, and there was no Casemiro because he had a 1-game ban. I knew he wasn't scoring nothing. Cunha had a header, he missed. So that's my thing. We can't let Maguire go, man. He's got too much going on. 100 million and above only for United. You know that, innit? Same thing with Tyler Diblin. 100 million, and then we backed off, and then Everton got him for 35 million. It's crazy, bro. This Man United tax still goes on. Martinez versus Traore. Would you think they'll play him? I don't think they play him until the second half. I think they wait till the second half and then he comes on. You're not a starter like that. Tonali were in for him. I'm going to do a little summary in a minute. Don't watch nothing. In a minute, I'll do a little summary with Tonali. With everyone, with everything that's just gone on. Sesko will definitely refine his header technique. Metch, give him time, bro. He's from the schools. Latin. Yeah. I'm not onto him, but I'm just saying, if it was 1-1, we'll be having a different story about him. He will be all over everywhere. Is Sesko ready? Is he a Man United? You see the pundits slating him off already. Gary Neville on that. He's not been good, and you're like, what are you talking about? So I'm cool. I'm cool with Sesko, but I'm just like, we won the game and it was 2-0 up, it's cool. But if that was 1-1 and we needed a goal and he done that, it would be, you know, it would have been mad. You know, Man United. I'm in a fraud. I fell for his rubbish. I did not realize Spurs are hanging by a thread. The Spurs are hanging by a thread. Literally 6 points off relegation. Toughest match of the day. I reckon it won't be easy. I reckon we win 3-1. I swear to you. I reckon they probably score. They get gassed up, but I reckon we beat them 3-1, man. I think we're just gonna score. We're just gonna be onto them. Look at Bowen though. Bowen's not playing games this season. 2 assists, 8 goals. He's not playing games. Jared Bowen, and that's just one man. Somerville's the one in form right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Bowen's played 5 more games than Mbeumo, but Somerville's the guy right now on form. But Bowen is doing his thing. Look at the insights. West Ham won 3 of their last 4 Premier League matches after winning 3 in their previous 21. West Ham won 3 of their last 4 matches while United are unbeaten in 8. Areola ranked 2nd in the league for saves per match. Fernandez reached 200 goal involvements faster than any player except Wayne Rooney. We're on an 8-match unbeaten run, the longest streak since February 2022. Man's not even looking at the unbeaten run. Man want it to be wins only. There's bare draws in there. You know what I'm saying? Carrick has won all 4 of his matches. Bruno Fernandes leads the Premier League with 17 big chances created. So what? Areola is the guy that they played. Was it not Hermansen, whatever his name is? Hermansen. Yeah, look, it had that Hermansen guy, and he got man in the match. But Areola's doing loads when it comes to shot saving. So they didn't even use him. He's on the bench. But I bet he starts against us. He always starts against us. He's a weird one as well, Areola. 1 minute he has a bozo moment. The next minute he's good. He's just a weird guy, like. But we're having this with all the keepers. Look at Vicario. Tottenham fans hate him. They say he's a bozo, he's shit. But look at him against us. Come on, man. It's like everyone it's their day out, innit? It's crazy. I'll take a strong 2-1, 2-0. Bowen and Wan are the real threats. Yeah, they're on a different thing. And who are they playing against? Bowen and Wan. They're playing against Luke Shaw and Cunha. Cunha's got to track back, man. All that not tracking back thing, walking around is crazy. 5 and 5 for Somerville, so he'll be the danger. He scored 5, yeah? I thought he had 3. Was it not 3 and 3? Let's see what he's been on. I thought he had 3 and 3. Oh, shit. 5 and 5. Yeah. 5 goals, 1 assist in 5 games. Yeah. Oh, shit. I thought it was 3. I thought he had 3 and 3. So my man, literally the whole season, he never scored nothing until these last 4 games in the Prem. In these last 4 games is when he's just gone, yeah, the Prem started to me. And he's just been scoring. Crazy. So, yeah, we got to watch out for the boy Somerville still. He's doing wonders. I thought it was only 3 goals, 3 and 3. Bro, he's doing little bits, man. He's trying to get that World Cup squad, bruv, for Netherlands. Yeah, we got to look out for him still. And that's what I'm saying. They got a few guys, man, and they're proper. We need to counter their low block, long balls. It's going to be a tough, bro. We have to win this match. Tottenham and Hammers are Champions League finals to get champs. Bro, it's going to be mad. It is where it is. We got to do what we got to do, though. But I reckon we have too much for them in the end. I'm telling you, man. Like, we're going to get chances. They concede goals. And if you look at their defense, let's look at their defense quickly. Remember, they got that Disassi guy who they call Disaster, by the way. Yeah, Disaster. Yeah, because he's gone over there now. It's not going to change anything. He was playing at Chelsea and he was rubbish. This is a team that they're going to concede way more chances. Look at this. Mavropanos, Disaster. Diouf is kind of good. He's okay. Wan-Bissaka is kind of good. It's the wings. It's the wings is their problem. The midfield, apart from Fernandes, this geezer is Fernandes. He's kind of okay as well. He's kind of techie. I don't really rate the rest of them, man. I'll be real. Bowen, Wan-Bissaka. So these two, and my man. That's the only 2. I don't look at Callum Wilson. This guy's new. He scored a good header, I'll be real. But I don't pre them like that. I think it's more their wings. So our fullbacks have got to be on it. So that's Dallo. You can't be getting cooked by Somerville and Diouf and all of that. And everyone's got to play their position, man. That's all it is. But boys, tomorrow we're going at it. I might do a little watch-along. I always say this and then I don't end up doing it because I just don't know, man. I don't really like watch-alongs, man. I like to just watch it. Bam. This is what Amrin done to me, bro. I'll be watching the game, be happy, we're 1-0 up, and then bam, we always end up drawing. The goal comes in, I'm just stressed, and I just come on after the stream. I'd rather come on after the stream, but we'll see anyway. But let me quickly summarize what's going on. But, bruh, we should be beating them, man. I reckon we get the job done still. Let me summarize. For those that don't know what's come, for those that just come in the chat, I'll show you exactly what's happened quickly. Yeah, so basically, we had all the talks about Tonali. McGrath broke the news yesterday. So this is just some yesterday, but there's way more that's come out today. But this is just where it started. McGrath, he broke the news, and he's the same geezer that broke the news about Mbeumo in May. Look at that. Man United are ready to join the race. This is before the season even ended. Look at that. May the 4th. The season's not even done yet. And he already told us, yo, we're in there for Mbeumo. Obviously, Mbeumo was limping, blah, blah, blah. And then Sully broke the news and told us that he's fine. It's cool. And then today, we got some more thing about it. This is the Newcastle fans. They think they're bigger than they are. They're saying Tonali won't leave Newcastle and go to United. No way. But they forgot we stole all these players of them, even when they had Champions League. You're not that club. They still don't understand it. They're still sitting there, nah, it's PSR or something, or they just don't understand that United's a different level. They just don't get it. Bruno Fernandes, Cole Palmer, bullshit. Look at my man's thing. They're talking about Ruben Amorim being one of the worst managers. Thomas Frank has the worst win rate of any Big Six manager in Premier League history. Crazy. Militau, we're linked with him. Shit, a Spanish source. I don't think there's any truth in it. He's 28, he's going to be 29. By the time the transfer window opens, £32 million. I don't believe it. This is some more talks about Tonali 9 hours ago. Alex Crook, you know what? He rolls around with Ben Jacobs now. So anything he says, you might as well say it's Ben Jacobs gossip. You know what I'm saying? And then this is Anil Candola. He'll be keen to going back to Italy. He's basically just said the same things that my man has said. He's basically saying my mate. And then Rich Frey's come and said the same thing. Man United like Tonali, blah, 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 etc. Rich Frey's very good for Man United news. We got this youth. He's the new Baleba successor. So this is what Brighton was trying to sign. Brighton were trying to sign him if Baleba left. That's who they were trying to sign. So now we're looking at him. So we basically looked at it and said, wait a minute, they're going to sign him if Baleba leaves. We might as well just go for him ourselves. So it looks like we're having a look at him. As you can see from this, look, this is Sky Sports Leo. We said this on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, he said Brighton interested in signing him, and he was meant to be literally Baleba's replacement. And as you can see from today, 4 hours ago, it said this is a Brighton fan channel, Brighton fan page, nothing to do with us. Brighton have been dealt a blow in their pursuit of Caleb Urinki because other big teams are tracking him now, as in Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United. And remember, he's £20 million. We will probably pay a little bit more, so with Arsenal, etc. So that's why they're saying that it's a blow for them, etc. So who knows? We'll see. We've got this talks about the manager stuff. I take all the manager news with a pinch of salt because they haven't made their mind up yet. And most of these managers are going to the World Cup. So nothing will come out before the World Cup because it will disrupt him. Imagine knowing, he's going to be Man United manager and then Tuchel bottles it in the group stages. They're going to say, bro, he's doing that because of Man United. And even us, we might look at it and go, do we even want him? If he's moving like that with all the best players in England, you know what I'm trying to say? So I think they're going to wait till after the World Cup, or they'll get someone before the World Cup, or maybe Carrick stays. But Oden's come out and said that Tuchel and Ancelotti are merging as the leading candidate. So is where it is. Bruno Fernandes created 6 chances on 3 separate occasions. The only player to do it. Against Burnley, against City and Tottenham. Different. Just different kettle of fish. Carrick is only in charge to the end of the season. And then obviously they're going to do their thing normal. They're going to interview people same way. It doesn't matter. You understand? Obviously, if he does something mad, we get Champions League. Say we get Champions League and we finish 3rd or 2nd and we are 10 points ahead of 4th, for example. Bruv, I reckon he gets the job. It's too convincing. Do you know what I'm saying? If we just scrape it, then it's like, nah, we'll go and get someone world class. But if we get it convincingly, with 3rd, like Stern on 3rd, how Aston Villa were with us, they were like, Amorim got sacked. Aston Villa and Man City were 11 points ahead of us. Amorim got sacked. Now we're 3 points of Aston Villa. This is what I'm trying to say. So if we go 11 points ahead of 4th, where Aston Villa and Chelsea, he will get the job, bro. That's what I reckon. NJ, there's talks about Arsenal are ready to battle us. Obviously, we've been having all these talks about NJ recently because we want a left winger. It's evident. Ornstein said it. Fabrizio, we want a left winger. Yandy Amande is the top target, but there's a little battle for him. NJ is another guy. This is about £74 million. This is for now. No one ain't going to go for him now. This was January times as well. You're going to overpay if you go for someone. In the summer, it will drop down. He's only got 4 goals, 2 assists. Semenyo went for 65 million and he scored about 12 goals this season in general. I'm not even counting the assists. And Mbeumo went for 65 million plus 6 add-ons and he scored 20 goals or whatever it was. He scored 4 goals, 2 assists. How can he be 74 million? What are we doing? So obviously it's just a now thing. Summer comes, he'll probably drop down to about 60, 65. It just goes without saying. But Arsenal's apparently in the race. They've got so much wingers though, so I can't see it happening. That's a little comp of him. If you want to go have a little clue, look, Man United's interested in signing the next Michael Essien. That's the Khalib Urenke. Go to the stat guy, you can see the little thing. This is Stephen Ralston. He's come out and spoke about Tonali as well. We've got more on Tonali. It don't end here, by the way. And Mbeumo was fit. Obviously, there was talks about him not being able to play. He was limping. He's fit. It's cool. Bruno Fernandes, the most top-rated player on FootMob. Obviously, FootMob, this is what I use, etc. He's the most rated. He gets man of the match nearly every single game on FootMob alone. Then we move on to that team of the week. Martinez, Maguire, Dalot, Fernandes, and Mainu. 5 players in there. Crazy. That's the travelling squad. And Mbeumo, they're all in there. We've had the most shots in the Premier League. 407. 407 shots. West Ham have conceded 48 goals. We're going to have... Come on. We should be having fun over there, man. Big and serious. This is a video just showing them... and Mbeumo and Ahmad and that. There's Mbeumo there. So he's fit to play. He's there. He's cool. Because he was obviously limping. Everyone was worried, etc. And then this is the last thing that's come out 56 minutes ago about the boy Tonali. And they're just trying to shut it down to say, oh, we don't think it's true. But they said the same thing when Ornstein came out. Ornstein came out and said, yo, his agent offered himself to Arsenal. Oh, it's not true. And then his agent came out the next day and said, yeah, we're looking at something. You might leave in the summer. So come on, man. It goes without saying, man. Ornstein don't ever lie. But that's more or less the news, man. That's all the Man United do. Make sure your notifications are on. I'm going to do a 10-minute video around 10 o'clock like I do every day with all the Man United news. So quickly. And if anything comes out from now till 10 o'clock, you'll have it there. So smash the likes, my peoples, man. Appreciate all of you lot. Love.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see they on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud. I'm more loud.